या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मीरारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः Pujya Ma Bhagavati, Pujya Sri Arvind, you all are the chosen children of our Divine Mother. What was experimented and successfully achieved by Mother before our very nose, and that too before the representative of entire humanity, that is Satprem, who compiled this hidden masterpiece. Today it is just like a book, it is just like a work of advanced spirituality over and above Greek and Latin scriptures and the scriptures of the Vedanta. But it is the real master solution to the master riddle, the most insoluble complications of the world of science, that is death. Though it is hallucination, it is an illusion. It is just a reflection of the reflection. Aristotle says it to be doubly deviated reality. It is doubly deviated reality. Reality is deviated in reflection. Reflection is not reality. Reflection is a deviation. Death is a deviation. It renews life. It is the revival of life. It is the renewal of the superior life than the life that was past. Continuity is hidden. Appearance is apparent. The real continuity is hidden. As in Vedanta it has been proclaimed, Hiranyamayana patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham. We don't find truth. We find the veil of truth. We take it for granted, veil of truth to be the reality. Death is one of the projection of the veil. It's not the real consciousness, nor a reflection of consciousness, nor a conclusion of consciousness, nor extinction of conclusion, extinction of consciousness. It is the reflection of the reflection, and that is being ignorantly taken for granted by us as supreme reality. Is a must. provided our mind is related to the psychic consciousness. Mind is an instrument. Mind is a pure and perfect instrument at this level given to us. It is the reflection of the mind of the shell. Our corporeal mind is the reflection of the mind of the shell. It has to be submitted, it has to be surrendered, it has to be made an instrument of the divine instrument that is within us, divine representative that is within us, divine commander that is within us. In yoga and its objects, Mother defined it to be the captain of the physical reality, captain of our physical existence, captain of our physical body in toto. That is physical being, vital being, and mental being. And mental being, that is corporeal mind. And physical mind is the hidden reality, hiranyamayena patrena satyasyapi hitam mukham. The truth of this reality, the truth of this manifestation, the truth of the lila of the divine, it lies in the physical mind. And physical mind is the mind of the shell. We are man. So what is apparent reality? Psychic is not apparent reality. Psychic is the de facto hidden reality. It is the mind that is apparent reality. In evolution we can experience mind. It is in the evolution we can experience the complications of mind, velocity of mind, substantial reality of mind. It is not materialized only. Mind, our corporeal mind is not materialized as our physical body. But it is the physical body, it is the peak of the physical body, it is the top of the physical body, it is the supreme instrument, supreme spare part of the physical body. So this is the mind of the shell. In the light of the mind of the shell, mind of light transmitted to the mother can be made dynamic. If starter is there, then we can invest energy to create mobility. Velocity is created in automobile. But with what? It is the starter, some sort of starter. And what is starter? Starter is a spark. Starter is a fire. Starter is a light. It is the light which can create light. It is the light which can mobilize light. It is the light that can materialize light. It is the light that can create the new reality, better reality, superior reality, and better reality out of apparent reality, better reality out of substantial reality, better reality out of the reality that is sensible, accessible to our mind and senses, is evolution. Is evolution. And Sri Aurobindo has written it is the psychic evolution of consciousness. And what is consciousness? Consciousness is the supreme energy from which energy is derived. Consciousness is the supreme energy from which light is derived. Fire is derived. Atom is derived. And matter is also derived from it. Matter is not derived from anything else. Matter is not the materialized form, but it is the materialized form of the light, it is the materialized form of the fire, and it is ultimately and in reality, de facto reality, the materialization of the supreme light, Varam Rupam Jyoti. Consciousness, Sri Aurobindo has written in Savitri, consciousness is the fourth dimension of aesthetic sense. That aesthetic sense is more important. It is a fourth dimension of aesthetic sense, where appearance becomes reality, appearance becomes materialized, materialized becomes the true reality. It is the reflection of the reflection. But if we go deeper, to the second deviation of reflection, then only we can have the right track, straight line track, and straight line way to the real reality, and real reality is ekameva dvitiyam. So mother brought this ekameva dvitiyam's consciousness into her body with the help of the mind of light and with the base of cellular mind, that is the mind of the shell, hidden but in a pure, perfect and total way, but in the atomic or a molecule's reality. It is a nucleus. It is a nucleus. Nucleus of the vast, nucleus of the omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, and nucleus of the supreme light, Varam Rupam Jyoti, that is aesthetic sense. That is aesthetic sense. It is not sense accessible to our senses. It is not sense accessible to our intellect. It is not the sense accessible to our corporeal mind. Our corporeal mind cannot comprehend psychic. Corporeal mind cannot comprehend the mind of light. Corporeal mind cannot comprehend the vast. Corporeal mind can only and only comprehend the reflection of the reflection. And it is the same for everything, for world events and natural cataclysms and mankind, for earthquakes and tidal waves, for volcanic eruptions, floods and wars, for revolutions and people who take their own lives without even knowing why everywhere. What is the normal function of our mind? What is the normal function of our organs? What is the normal functions of our mentalized operations? Any operation of our body, that is of our physical being, of our vital being, and of our mental being, is the operation, force, design imposed upon our corporeal mind. It's not the psychic virtually is operating our corporeal mind. And that creates death, disease, suffering, misery, and all calamities like this. Calamity is not calamity. Calamity is not calamity. It is a jerk given to the kaleidoscope. It is a jerk given to the kaleidoscope of vast to give a new shape to the design, up till now enjoyed by us. Eruption of volcanoes, earthquakes, all these things, all natural calamities are the sufferings, miseries and disease of the entire body of the earth. As disease is to body, calamity is to the earth. So, mother feels total equanimity with worlds. Simply by saying that I am world mother, I am world mother, I am world mother is not in aesthetic sense. Mother says that I must feel, I must experience that I am vast. I am omnipresent. What I can do here, what I can feel here, what I can create here will be made available to each and everybody of the human race. Because they have mind. Everybody has got mind, this corporeal mind. Corporeal mind is to be made instrument of the instrument, then ultimately it becomes the instrument of the subject. It is a bit difficult to understand. Unless we understand the spirituality of the Einstein's relativity. Spirituality of the Einstein's relativity. It is not the mass that is important. It is not the velocity that is important for Einstein. Einstein stuck there because his corporeal mind how far at the peak of the intellect. But it is the limitation of the corporeal mind that thus far and no further. There is still a limitation. And what is that limitation? Mass is captivated. Energy is captivated, but at its level, not at its perfect level in aesthetic sense, that is not at its perfect level of the fourth dimension, where no contradiction, where there is no beginning and there is no end, where there is no limitation. It is a fathomless zero occupied the world. But fathomless zero is so hidden that even in the world itself, being occupied by this fathomless zero seems to be ignorantly absent. It is the fathomless zero, the supreme consciousness, which has got no end, no relativity, no beginning, has captivated the entire materialized universe, but still the existence of that spiritual reality, existence of that fathomless zero is absent. And we take it to be reality. Soul is absent in our body, that is our reality. Spirit is absent. Absent means what? Absent means what? Non-existing, non-entity. No. Absence is darkness. But what is darkness? Darkness is self-entity. No. Darkness is the absence of light. It is the absence of light that is the event. And what is its consequence? Darkness. Light is not there and darkness exists. Darkness exists. Similarly, psychic doesn't exist in our body, doesn't manifest in our body. Till psychic does not manifest in our body with the means of mind of light and the mind of cell. This is new reality. New reality. Duality of the mind of cell and the mind of light transmitted to the mother. Mother created her supramental body. Mother created her supramental body not prior to 5th December 1950. It is after 5th December 1950, Mother Sri Aurobindo transmitted mind of light, accumulated, stored, conserved, treasured inside the physical body of flesh and blood that was transmitted to Mother in order to enable Mahamaya to transform herself into Yogamaya. This physical body of the mother has to be transformed into supramental body. But where shall we begin? Where shall mother begin? Mother shall have to begin it with her own psychic to be based on the pedestal of a mind of cells and the mind of light. That is the new reality of mass and velocity. What is mass? What is mass? Mass to Einstein is the base of Einstein's reality, relativity. And spirit as mass is the divine mass for mother to create, to base, and to emerge the new reality and new relativity of supramental body. Without even knowing why, everywhere, they are all impelled by something behind that. Feet getting something behind. And what is something behind it? Something behind that is the supreme consciousness, Ekameva Dvitiyam. Ekameva Dvitiyam. Something that wished but knew not how to be, was known for the first time by the mother that this is the cause and I must, on the basis, on the strength of this cause, remanifest the new mutation of evolution. And remanifestation of the new mutation of evolution is her supramental body. Body was not there because bodies were needed not. Soul itself was its deathless form. The psychic of mother herself is a deathless form. And what is deathless form? Deathless form of mother from her own stuff of her own psychic is supramental body. And that is why she is the world mother. There is a will for disorder seeking to prevent the establishment of harmony. Something that is seeking to establish the harmony. Integrality at perfect level is harmony. Integrality at imperfect level is our trinity of physical mind, vital mind, and mental mind. Srimad Bhagavad Gita says is Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Disorder seeking to prevent, and that disorder, our understand our limited understanding, our imperfect understanding, our impure understanding, non-transparent understanding, understanding light darkened by the darkness of ignorance, asakti, attachment, conditioning of our corporeal mind. So this is a play between corporeal mind and the mind of the soul. Mind of the soul is pure, is spark of the pure supreme light, is the self-existence reality at nuclear level, at microscopic level. 3 in 1 this way has to be given a jerk, And that becomes the turning point from mortal body to turn into immortal soul of the body. And that immortal soul starts locating itself in the center of the body, and it is the immortal portal created by the mother, created her whole body, her whole subtle body into supramentalized entity for the first time ever in the existence. It is in each individual and and each group and in nature. That is simply, it is veiled. It has to be manifested. Now time has come to manifest. But it is there in each and every individual. It is in us also. It is in everybody also. Whosoever may be existing at present in human body has this internal nature of the aesthetic sense, but is totally not known to his or her senses because of ignorance and darkness. Satprem writes, so we begin to see that wave concerns not only the individual cells, it covers the entire human world. See, everybody is hidden mother. Everybody is hidden mother. We simply did not find out where is mother within us. It is the mother that is working within us. It is our psychic that is working within us. Psychic is Purush. Psychic is Prakruti. Psychic is Ardhanari Nateswar. Psychic is Radha and Krishna atwined in bliss as one. But we are unknown of it. So it is everybody's right. What mother achieved is everybody's right. One master key opens the inner chamber of the mother. It is the same master key that can open inner chamber of ours also. Our inner chambers also will be opened this way. A few shall see what none yet understand. Nobody will understand this. Few shall see what none yet understand. God shall grow up. This is God. The commander of supramental body is God. Commander of supramental body is divine. Commander of supramental body is mother's psychic icon. For each and everybody to realize this new mutation of evolution tomorrow. It covers the entire human world. See, it covers. Satprem also realizes this. A constant microscopic trepidation in enveloping the world within its net. And in this net created by mother, in this new world created by this mother, is the real world of tomorrow, is the real supramental world of tomorrow. And that we have to unfold our psychic. Our psychic is to be unfolded. And this is the programming. Science falls short of its true comprehension. Science falls short of its true understanding. Einstein, at particular level, at this level also, is incompetent, is incomplete, is imperfect. Today science accepts, new quantum theory also accept, Heisenberg also accepts, and Stephen Hawking also accept. But still, it has to move on. Infinity is reality. Consciousness at its infinite level, that is aesthetic sense, is reality. And it has to be so extended, so extended, so extended, that immortality becomes the second nature of the human race of tomorrow. That is over man. That is over man. That is interim race. Going to the final and ultimate terminus, and ultimate terminus is the terminus of the supramental world of life divine. Entire human world, a constant microscopic trepidation enveloping the world within its nest. Then in 1969, Mother says, number of suggestions one could call defeatist within the Earth's atmosphere is simply overwhelming. It's surprising that everything isn't crushed to death. That is what Mother experienced in 69. Satprem, it appears to be something defeatist. My program is defeated. My program is defeated. It's not victory. It ought to have been victory. Sri Aurobindo declared 24th of November 1926 a day of victory. Is not this victory up till now, is not this victory up till now. So everybody thinks that it is defeatist. Mother is defeatist. Mother is defeated. She became victims of so many diseases, so many hostilities, so many imperfections, so many ignorant and unwanted forces. Pondicherry, people around her might be imposing so many things as per their mental conceptions. But mental conceptions from where? They are the mental conception from their corporeal mind, not from their mind of the cells. Everything is crushed to death. It's so. Everyone is constantly creating disasters. Everyone is constantly creating disasters of ignorance, disasters of incompetent comprehension, disaster of illusion, hallucination, disaster of half-truth, disaster of half-truth. Expecting the worst, seeing the worst, observing only the worst. They all are observing the worst, expecting the worst, and expecting the worst means what? Death of mother. What else worst will be there, expected by the people at that time? Now mother is old. She is 96, 92, 93, 91. Now what else can be expected from this old body and old woman? That is a disaster. That is earthquake on the earth. That is volcanoes eruption on the earth. Our ignorance becomes the calamity. Our half understanding becomes the calamity. Our incompetence, in spite of having psychic and the super light within, our room is dark. It is the darkness that envelops our entity, our mortal body. Our mortal body is not mortal. It is only imposition of hallucination on as mortality on the immortal play. Play of psychic within this body is immortal. Without playground, how cricketer can manifest her talents of cricket? Without playground. If playground is not there, in air he cannot do anything. In limitation of plane, though he is flying in the air, cannot do anything. Astronaut cannot do anything in his Apollo 11. This is the limitation of science. Apollo 11 is a success, but success at a limited level. Success at an imperfect level. Success at an self-created entities level. It appears to be perfection, and that perfection which appears to science is hallucination. Similar is the programming we have imposed upon our our psychic, and our psychic seems to be just a small lamp, similar to our corporeal mind. Sri Aurobindo has written, smuggling of Godhead into humanity. This is smuggling. Science will look at it as wonderstruck, and divinity will enter into the matter, and matter will take a different shape. Earth shall be unexpectedly divine. This is a new programming Mother launched. And it's down to the smallest things, The body observes, Mother says everything. The body observes everything. My body can see the limitations of science. My body can see the limitations of the people moving here around me in Pondicherry and elsewhere. When people react harmoniously, everything goes well. I want response from the people, not as Govardhan to be uplifted. I want response from the people, at least their affirmity, at least their positivity, at least their positive thinking, not wishful thinking. Only their positive response is my strength, because I am World Mother. I want waves from them, positive waves from them. Mother is dying, mother is dying, mother is dying is totally negative. But that also affects me much, because I am experimenting all these things on my mortal body. Harmoniously, everything goes well when there is the reaction which I now call defeatist. It is the reaction from the people around me. I am defeated. I am defeated. Will you collaborate? World is preparing for a bigger change. Will you collaborate? We are not the decisive agency of the world. We are not the decisive factor of the reality. We are not the decisive leader, decisive scientist, decisive legislator, decisive executor, nothing. So Mother is ignorant of this fact. Why she asks, world is preparing for a bigger change, will you collaborate? It's a labor. that can be also there in you as talents, as energy, as positivity, as reality, as consciousness. I want to get harmonized with my harmony which I have created within my body. Then the wavelength of the world at present will be the equal wavelength with the world that I have created within my body, that is supramental body. The person picks up the object, he drops it. Person picks up the objects. It's not that no one understands here. Everybody understands here what I am doing. Faith is also there. Submission is also there. Surrender is also there. But it is the corporeal mind that dominates. It is the corporeal mind that dominates everything. And that faith, ardent spirit of surrender evaporates. Evaporates. It happens all the time, mother writes, mother dictates. It happens all the right time without any reason whatsoever, without any reason whatsoever. They say me, they adore me as mother, 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 world mother. But when mother is to be digested, consciousness of the mother is to be digested, mind stands in between, just like a onion skin. Onion skin. Distance is created by the onion skin. Vision is not distorted. We can see beyond, in spite of onion skin is there, but we cannot cross over this line of extinction. He drops it. It happens all the time without any reason whatsoever. It is the presence of that defeatist consciousness. And I have seen these, all the wheels or vibrations, for in the end, it all boils down to qualities of vibration that brings about everything from little nuisance. I know that it is a nuisance, but very little nuisance. Hostility, apparently positivity, apparently imperfect completeness. Virtually it is incomplete. It appears to be perfect. Nuisance, little nuisances to the greatest disaster, all have that same quality. Nobody was exception. All have that same quality. Satprem, try to understand it. Till time is there for me and for you to understand it. You will be given a next reality within no time.